Hi guys, welcome to Navsports TV. We've had a bit of a break, but we're back better than ever.
Yep.
I'm Matt, of course.
And I'm Troy.
And
there's
today,
new scenery.
Yeah, lots of new scenery. We've got an AC Milan jersey, West Tigers memorabilia. We're at Derek's Sports Bar. Derek may make an appearance later on in the show to talk about tennis or something like that. We've got the laptop in front of us with scores of overnight English Premier League, which is where I think we'll start,
Yep.
Troy. So, did you want to...
Hitting it off with Liverpool beating Sunderland. They're keeping up their good form.
Yeah, that was away from home as well. Always good to get wins away from home in the English Premier League. Lots of rounds to go though. Early season.
Yeah.
Just 4 games in, 3 games in for most teams.
Yep. It looks like Liverpool and Chelsea are keeping the pace together.
Yeah, Manchester City were going alright until their overnight loss to Arsenal 1-0.
It would be hard for them to keep it going. You know, just everyone, 8 new players blending together, new coach. So they've started well. And
they have started well, 3 wins.
Should finish maybe upper table.
Yeah, they'll be hopeful to finish. I'd say top 5, top 6.
Yeah.
Manchester United. That's my team, but they're struggling. They
really got to win tonight against Tottenham.
Must win.
Especially with Dimitar Berbatov out. You know, Spurs look a bit weak, so it'll be their chance to do it.
Man U are at home, which they haven't won at home this season yet. No. They haven't won at all this season, but
it's coming.
Hopefully. With Rooney out,
and Ronaldo.
Ronaldo and Rooney are 2 main strike weapons. We are struggling a little bit. Other games, Chelsea won at home to Pompey at Portsmouth 1-0. West Ham 1-0 against Wigan. Everton 1-0 against Blackburn. And Bolton 3-0 against Reading.
It's good for Bolton because they've been struggling too with Okocha and Nakata and all these other playmakers gone.
Yeah.
Going well.
And Troy, who do you think's going to win it?
It's early days, but
give me a tip.
Chelsea.
Yeah, me too.
It's got a lot of money. You know, they might not be playing their best, but they're grinding out those hard games like the 1-0 against Portsmouth, and that's what it counts at the end of the year. Those 1 or 2 extra points could get you over the line.
Yeah, they haven't really played well, but they're winning, and that's all you have to do to win a premiership. I guess they'll be sore, from last year, not winning last year, after all the money they've spent on their team, like a bit like Real Madrid trying to buy premierships. But hey, doesn't always work. No,
it doesn't. But overnight, mentioning Real Madrid, they did win 2-1 in the first game of the season.
Yeah.
3-4 new players in the squad, and one of the new boys, Wesley Schneider, scored the winner for a 2-1 win.
Okay. I'm a bit excited. I got tickets for Sydney FC versus the Galaxy. Just hoping that Bex will actually
turn out.
Yeah.
Maybe give a wave.
Yeah, maybe. If he's probably injured, he's always injured, isn't he? So he should put Posh in some boots. Give her a game. But hopefully Bex earns more in a week than most people earn in their lifetime. But good on him, he's always injured. We'll talk about A-League.
A-League, yep.
Sydney didn't get off to a great start.
No, but they really haven't last season either, so it's just following old practices.
Well, they were making excuses before the game, saying they weren't ready, they haven't had a good pre-season, blah, blah, blah. But really, they just... I don't know. They just didn't play well. It was in the rain.
Yeah. And old boy Sasha Petrovsky scored the winner.
Yeah, good on him. Get rid of their leading goal scorer from the last 2 years, and he scores the winner in the 7th.
It always happens.
Yeah, an early goal in the wet is always important, and Central Coast got it and just defended their lead. Juninho, I thought he played pretty well.
First game.
Yeah, created a few chances, but apart from him in attack, I don't think Sydney had much else. Like I said, they let go of Sasha Petrovsky, and he scored the winner. So hopefully we play Adelaide this week, I think, at home again. We need a win badly.
Just to start the season. It's supposed to be the glamour club, and they're not really looking it right now.
Yeah, no. Melbourne got off to a pretty good start today against Wellington, is it? New team Wellington, 2-0 up, and Wellington at home, and
got the
you would have
draw.
thought Melbourne would have went on to win 3-4-0, but Wellington came back and 2-2. So a good start for the new club.
Craig Moore getting sent off in his first game for Queensland.
Yeah.
Great start by him.
Another draw there.
Yeah.
Queensland Roar. A lot of hype about them this year as well, and they have aspirations to make the semis. A draw, not a bad start, I guess. Better than a loss. And the other game tonight saw Perth up against Newcastle, which was locked at 0-0. Not sure what the result was.
At the 80th minute, about?
It was the 80th minute. Not sure what the final result was. But yeah, I don't really like any of them teams. So it's irrelevant what the score was to me. Alright, well, did you want to talk about the Italian league or anything like that, Troy?
Yep, overnight 2 Serie A games. Juventus beat Lazio drew Torino 2-2, and Juventus won 5-1 with new boy Vincenzo Iaquinta scoring 2 of the goals. So he's off to a good start for his new club.
Yeah.
And other games tonight include Genoa and AC Milan.
Yeah, you're a big AC Milan fan, Troy.
They've got to start well, because they haven't really signed anybody in the off-season, so what players they have in the team, they've been gelled for a few years, they've all been together, so hopefully they can bring it together, get a first win against the new boys Genoa.
Yep. Other games, Inter Milan versus Udinese, Napoli up against Cagliari, Parma are playing.
Catania.
Yep.
And Regina against Atalanta, Siena Sampdoria, and Palermo and Roma to round out tonight's fixtures.
So lots of games, lots of leagues, and did you want to talk anything else, soccer?
I think we'll move on to rugby league.
Yeah. Troy, you were at a big game today.
Tigers Souths at Leichhardt with Tigers losing. I think they scored 2 tries. Souths, I think it was 36-12.
Yeah,
the score.
Big Tigers fan, and
as we can see,
Tigers were 7th going into the game. Massive crowd, sold out midweek. Lots of controversy during the week. Moved the game to Telstra. 20 extra thousand fans at the game.
But they were right not to move it.
Yeah, well, the Tigers, in 2005. Wanted to move a game from Aussie Stadium, of course, the semi-final against St George, and the NRL said no, and I guess a lot of people will be calling the Tigers hypocrites, but I'm sure they had their reasons. And Leichhardt, a traditional game, 100 years of league, South versus the Tigers, a lot of tradition, sellout, people on rooftops, and back to the good old days, Sunday football. The Tigers just didn't turn up. No, not at all. They were outplayed by Souths, who
probably the best thing from was Benji Marshall's try from his own within his own half.
Probably the only highlight for the Tigers.
After that, I thought maybe they might bring it together, but they just
that was right on half time.
Maybe 10 minutes after the second half started, they looked like they might do something, but it just fell apart again. So
was what was the atmosphere like at the game, Troy?
I was fairly quiet. I was sitting amongst South supporters, and they were really fired up, but there wasn't many Tiger supporters doing much. So
a bit disappointing. Such a big crowd, and
just a shock. I think of Souths taking the early lead, and
Souths. They're playing pretty good at the moment, and they moved to 8th. Brisbane jumped ahead of them today. The Tigers jump out of the 8, and big game next week for
with
the
2
Tigers.
games to go. There's a lot of teams that can shuffle around in the ladder.
Yeah, one round to go next week. Knights play the Tigers, Souths play the Roosters, and the Broncos play the Storm. So the Broncos will have a tough struggle. Hopefully the Tigers can make the 8, and hopefully Souths will make the 8. Russell Crowe and Peter Holmes at court put a lot of money. Brought players like Asatasi, Vangana. Did you see Vanganar's try today? He dropped the ball over the line. That was the only highlight, one of the only highlights for Tigers fans. 37-12 the game ended, and Souths cement probably their place in the semis or in the finals with that win, and the Tigers now have to hope that Souths and Brisbane lose. Well,
it's good for the NRL. I think Souths was the only team since the Sarah Cup was introduced not to be part of the top 8 final series. So it's now they've created a comp where every single team has made a final series. So
I think that just about wraps it up. And we'll see you next time on Navsports TV. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.